Kilpailussa mukana Ramirent. Kotikatsomon eväät tarjoaa Kotipizza.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Round 2 Front 9 here at the second stop of the Prodigy Disc Pro Tour here in Tampere, Finland. This coverage is brought to you by Natural Born Disc Golfer. Thank you guys for sharing it with us here at Gatekeeper Media. And this commentary is brought to you by Parked Podcast. My name is Mitch Phillips. Joining me is my co-host, Hayden Riccard. How are you, dude?
Doing good. We got some new faces on this card today, but a familiar face is Eveliina Salonen.
Yeah, our leader. Got a two-stroke lead coming into this.
She played really great.
Yep. Second on our card here is Henna Blomroos. These two battle all the time over in Europe.
Yes, they do.
Excited to see them both come to the States at some point in 2022. We also have Anna-Sofia Haipus, not too far back, sponsored by Discmania. And rounding out our card is Anni Mäkelä, not too far back either.
Yeah, super hyped to see how they can tear up this course and maybe do a little bit better.
Yeah, checking with our leaderboard here, +2, +4, and then jumping down to our third and fourth spots, +10, +12. So the third and fourth spot, there's a lot of movement, a lot of players within the third and fourth spot trying to make it on the lead card the final day. But to do that, you're going to have to navigate hole 1, par 4, 689 feet. Perfect drive is going to land just short of the second tee, setting yourself up to attack this pinched green. Being at 689 feet, really playing for par here is going to feel like a birdie. A lot of the par 4s in this course feel that way.
Yeah, it's a long par 4. Getting par or a bogey, it's going to feel like a birdie.
Yeah, and you can see the flags flying, maybe some headwind coming in. Going to make this tee shot even more difficult as it already is. Maybe using the wind to her advantage. Oh, catching just a little bit of that last
I believe
tree.
that's casual too over there, so she'll be
She's able
okay.
to come forwards and not backwards, though. I guess
Yeah.
we'll find out. And this is a shot that Henna throws very, very well. This kind of stable fairway driver, flip up.
A little bit too much.
She fights all the way through, maybe. We'll find out where that ended up. Our first look
At Anna.
And that comes out just a bit early. Straight to out of bounds.
Wow.
Yeah, that must have carried very far there across the path on the left. We'll see if Anni can correct off of that. Nope, same. Oh, no, she does turn it a lot more.
Yes.
I thought it caught early, but
Gets
kicks
a
right
good
down.
kick.
Good footing is all you're looking for off that
Yes.
tee shot. I'm interested to see where Anna-Sofia is going to have to end up. So she actually gets to carry pretty far forwards, but is stuck with this kind of pinched off forehand now. Forehand
Kicked up
roller.
and
That was
rolled.
what a choice.
I don't think it was planned. I think it
It was a very understable disc, but yeah.
kicked.
Nah, forehand rollers are always planned. Always. It's Henna. That's great.
Just trying to get as far as she can, putting it into a decent spot to approach the green.
Yeah, setting up for the next shot constantly. That's the mindset you have to have as you continue down the fairway at a course of this caliber.
It's in.
Coming back in bounds. Great shot.
And Eveliina had to go back.
Yeah, not by
But
too
a little
much.
bit better footing, I would think, from where I saw that disc land.
Yeah, thankfully they do know how the runoff works here, and a lot of these blue stakes do play as the casual, so it kind of gives you a lot better footing. It's also safety too. I mean, some of these where the water sits for so long can develop into sinkholes and different things, but
Just needs to get back.
I believe that may have found the out of bounds. Yes. And it does. Out of bounds again there for Anna-Sofia. So unfortunate here on the first hole. no run up here for Henna.
Yeah, she doesn't
Not
need it.
needed it. Gosh, looked further on camera. She goes long.
Definitely did not need it.
The first player we've seen on men's or women's coverage go long on the approach here on hole 1. What a great shaped up shot there.
Yeah, that was looking real nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, stylistically, you know, Hayden and I being from the United States, it's interesting to see so much technique with the backhand. You see a lot of the men's and women's players not go to the forehand nearly as often. Just a different play style.
Yeah, I think you would see a lot more of the American field leading on the forehand there. I think it's more comfortable. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe
You
we
think? I
don't
mean, it's
ha-
also because you think the baseball background.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
probably.
players here in
I
the
think
States
so.
being the throwing sport is
Mhm.
much more common.
What a great
freaking
putt.
putt. Let's go to the Coti Pizza slow-mo as we run this back. Just outside the circle, I believe. Full commitment, dead center pole. Yeah, that's how you start off hole 1 with a putt right there. Great par there for Anni Mäkelä.
There's Henna with the putt. Not liking it, but hey, take what you can when you can.
Yeah, hole 1, nerves are there. You're kind of just trying to find your stroke.
Just move on. Got another 17 holes to play.
Yeah, and unfortunate triple bogey, finding the out of bounds twice there. But all you can go is up here for Anna-Sofia. Showed some promise here on hole 1, though. Some great scrambling. Oh, and
A little errant
Yeah.
putt from Eveliina there.
from short, maybe just a little bit rushed, trying to put a little bit too much power on it. So Henna taps in her 5. So Eveliina also looking to tap in her bogey. Yeah, it would have been unfortunate, you know, to be able to get a stroke, but
Mm-hmm.
we stay at the 2-stroke separation between our top 2.
On to hole 2, par 3, 407 feet. Big hyzer shot that needs to be pushed all the way down the fairway. You can take the inside route or the outside. Gonna be a 2-shot par 3. Really gonna see them lay up before this elevated green.
Yeah, the way to get to the basket is going to be that inside, more spike shape, but it's got to be so high, and the wind just has to be perfect to not push it down. So you're going to see a lot of players, I think, just use more of the width of it and really play this for par.
Did that go super straight?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's like
it
it
did.
turned.
It's unfortunate early out of bounds
Yeah.
for Anni. This is super inside.
Yeah, I'm hoping that fought through, or that second shot's going to be very difficult for Eveliina. As you see, even when they're battling, just encouraging one another, Henna and Eveliina on and off the course. And Henna definitely has the power to get there.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just a simple pitch up from there, maybe a bit of a run with the backstop behind it.
And Anna trying to match, just a little bit holding on to. I mean, being wide is nothing wrong at all, because then you have an open approach to the
That
basket.
straight look.
Yeah, unfortunate to go OB.
Yeah,
Must
a
have
bit
just
too
flipped
straight.
up.
Now left with a pretty difficult shot to navigate through all these trees to get to the green. Yeah, she's going to find herself that kind of mid-circle too. A very uphill putt.
Going a little bit long. Have a comeback putt. in between the trees.
Yeah, kind of a weird straddle. Not too far, but yeah, as we get to Eveliina's drive, it's a little bit sawed off. Kind of go to the backhand, trying to navigate all the way up to the green. And she does, yeah. Puts it close.
Just below that second elevated Lincoln log area. See Henna here going for the run. Just a little short, but that'll play for the par.
Yeah, and the stroke looked a little bit more confident there. Hoping to see her correct after her and Eveliina were just battling down the stretch in Helsinki. Definitely the putt just not falling for Henna towards the end. So had some time in between these two tournaments and hoping to see Henna's putt just light on fire. And par here on hole 2 is getting strokes on a lot of the field.
Mm-hmm. It's playing just over a half stroke over par.
Oh, and like you said, just leaking a little bit long, having to go to that weird straddle. Not even able to get really a full stroke there.
Unfortunate double bogey for Anni.
And Anni kind of splitting even there. I mean, to get par on hole 1 is definitely an advantage, but then unfortunately giving it back.
That's what this course gives you, though.
Mm-hmm. It gives and takes away very, very often. Moving on to hole 3, par 3, 387 feet. This hole is going to demand a fairway driver, maybe a full driver, to get all the way down into the mouth here. But it's going to be a left to right shaping shot. There's a lot of different ways to attack it. You can go high, you can go low. We've even seen a forehand just trying to just get to the mouth of the entryway here. But
smash of a forehand.
Yeah, if you're going forehand, it's definitely a 2-shot, but the backhand can get there if it has enough height to carry right.
Eveliina going early into the trees, that's going to take her out of play for the par, I think.
Yeah, if she kicks
she
far
is
enough
good
forwards,
at scrambling.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how far she can get down on the fairway on her second shot.
Yeah, you don't make lead card here at Tampere without being a phenomenal scrambler, but Henna goes to the full driver here, I believe. This can hold right. It's perfect. Getting the catch cam to turn around.
Oh, yeah. Almost pin high.
Mm-hmm. Long look for par or for birdie there. So we get to see how the turnover game is here for Anna-Sofia. Yeah, this is the height that you want. Just a touch too turned.
That height was perfect, though, like you mentioned.
Yeah, I love the course design here. It's not a shot that you can just pick any disc and throw. I mean, this is a disc that you've had in your bag for years to be able to shape this shot and commit to it, knowing it's not going to turn over too much and turn into a roller, and it's not going to fade out and put you in a weird spot in the left.
Oh, just throw a roller.
Yeah, throw a roller. No worries. Speaking of rollers, Eveliina looking like she may have to go to the forehand roller. Maybe she can get a full stroke here.
I think she's going the flex.
Yeah, catching early, though, slowing it down.
A little bit. Maybe pin high?
Has to be outside the circle for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just being that tiny bit off the fairway. And sometimes, even though scrambling is so important in this course, you don't even have the opportunity to.
No.
I mean, so many times.
From the angles that you have to step out to, you don't have much. Just trying to take as much as you can.
And catching the last one.
Almost a forehand roller.
Going for the cut roller there with an overstable disc, trying to get that shot to just move straight and just finish to the right. It's Anni just putting it close.
We see a jump putt from here. The last tree.
Yeah, great height on that, though. Good commitment. Getting that weight shift from the feet all the way up into the hands.
Yeah, Henna has a look for here for birdie.
Yeah.
But it's not going to mess with it. And just
knowing that she's getting on
safe.
strokes, but for a lot of the people here on the card. Kind of a trick shot here for Eveliina.
No kidding.
Yeah, and it limits that reach of her follow through. Having to go more to maybe a swinging putt instead of the normal spin putt she has.
Oh, yes.
Great confident putt there for Anna-Sofia.
And Eveliina for the comeback. And just spitting out.
Yeah.
Good thing it sat. Didn't roll too far.
Yeah, a little scoop putt left. We saw it a lot in round one that these baskets are just demanding a really hard putt right in the heart. And if not, they really want to kick out left and right. And I feel like Henna kind of having an advantage with the way that she putts, that kind of up to down push putt.
Yep.
It's going to stick a little bit more often there.
And that's the first double bogey we've seen from her in a while.
Yeah, and she did have one double bogey round one, I believe. And we have a tie ball game at the top moving into hole 4. Hayden.
Hole 4, par 4, 860 feet. And this is a smash of a throw if you can get to this tree. It's kind of where you want to lean, but you don't want to be on the right side. You want to be more left to set you up for a nice clean look at this fairway right here and leading up to the green. Most of these players are going to leak left into the brush on the left side, but still you'll have a look for an upshot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a demanding 2 to 3 shot par 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to take everything you have to not want to do this right here. As you don't want to turn it too far right, as you will get pinched really
We've
hard.
seen them over here before.
Yeah, if you can get all the way past those, it does open up for a while and maybe set up
But
a
you have to go
hyzer to the middle.
so far over
Yeah.
the top of those trees.
The play really
not
is just a
saying
big
Henna
hyzer.
can't do, but
Right.
it's something that you're not used to, and depending on what you want to do and how aggressive you want to be.
Yeah, this is more the standard shot here
Yes.
from Anna-Sofia. Yeah, that's
and
a
that's a
great
crush.
spot. Mm-hmm. We saw in round one, Eveliina land behind the brush there on the left and throw it sky and hyzer. So it worked out, but definitely not in the game plan to have to be behind the one bit of trees in the middle. This looks really good if it can fade out.
Yeah, it was a great throw
Yeah.
from Anni.
See if Eveliina can correct. A lot of snap there. Looks to be a similar mistake as Henna.
A little bit further back.
Yeah, maybe open up that Anheuser a little bit more. You can see the wind
I think
lifting.
that helped
Yeah,
her
it did actually,
a
didn't it?
lot. I know it's going
Puts
to
her
leak
dead center
left,
fairway. Yeah. Wow.
but that airlift, I think, definitely helped her a lot. Because
Now
I
we
think
get
that was
to-
going right at the trees and was just going to kick straight down.
You're right. I think we're going to see Eveliina go that Sky Anheuser again.
That's super wide. That
Wow.
was so wide.
And puts herself in with that forehand Firebird. She loves to go up to the green. Henna maybe having to go, like you said, more of a spike. Yep.
I mean,
Leaking right. I think she's on the outside of that, though.
I think
Maybe
she
still
is,
have a
too.
forehand. Yeah. Similar spot to Eveliina. And this is where you want to be. Hole gets so much easier when you're on this side here, but still.
oh my, that is a flippy disc.
Oh, and it stops. I thought she was going sky roller there for a second.
That thing flipped immediately out of her hand.
And Anni not really having much of a stance here.
I think that rolled off her
Yeah,
finger.
like she
little
held
odd.
on. Yeah, just a weird stance, odd footing. Definitely not a shot she throws often. Just trying to move forwards here. It's really no footing at all. Not really much of a reach back either.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it needs a turn.
There's a pathway over there, but it's not much of an opening. She may have to go over the top to get out.
Eveliina looking down a really scary gap, but she is going to go outside. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no way she was going
Mm-mm.
inside. The way she can shape these shots.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, to my point, exactly there.
What an Anheuser shape. I mean, you can fight me on this, but I think that Anheuser shape to knowing you're able to match the ground and not roll it is one of the hardest, if not the hardest shots in disc golf.
Uh-huh.
As Henna gets a little bit caught up.
It's just that footing.
Yeah, again and again.
It'll throw you off so easily.
A little bit of a tester range there for Henna, but knowing she's picking up stroke. Or sorry, no, she has a chance to lose a stroke on this upshot. And Anni just trying to put it close there, stop the bleeding here on hole 4. Yeah, tie here. And just right.
Jeez.
Yeah, confidence inside that putting green, so important. Even inside that 15-foot range. If you can find confidence of everything 15 and in, everything 20 and in, and slowly move outwards, it changes the way you can approach. It changes the way that your drives have to land. Oh, that's a brutal, just
dirty
spit out. I mean, so much spin going right into the bottom of the cage. What these baskets want, and even then. Putting's a carnival game, Hayden. It really is.
You can say that again.
I don't want to, but
okay.
We're gonna go. Oh, yep, sticks it. Unfortunate double bogey there for Anni.
I think putting is the crutch of everybody's game.
Yeah.
That it just, you're either on or you're not, and it can hurt you or reward you.
And there's gonna be a lot of strokes picked up there. Which
another double bogey.
Mm-hmm. And double bogey for Henna as well. Catching a couple different things. Yeah.
It's brutal.
Let's move on to hole 5, par 3, 312 feet. One of the shortest holes on the course, but it comes with some difficulty. You see the out of bounds stakes there on the left, but if you push too far on the right, there's some thick trees that can make putting very difficult. The play here is going to be a spike hyzer with a fairway driver, or maybe a mid-range with a big commit, just making sure you limit that skip and you don't push too far left. That's perfect.
This is a birdie that you want to get.
Yeah, it's one of, 3 holes in the course where you walk up and go, I can get a birdie here?
Yep, probably. This looks a little inside, but nope, looks perfect. A little long, holy smokes.
Does it sit down? She is
I think
safe.
so.
Yeah. It is fun watching Eveliina and Henna. You know, they match each other's game, each other's distance, the line so well. It's a bit short there. It's going to get caught up.
Yep. It's out of bounds for Anni.
Now, out of bounds is so deep in there, she finds that line. So we're going to have to go to the more of a spiking shot into the green, hoping that doesn't leak left again.
Woo.
Stay safe.
That was close.
Yeah, that would have been just really brutal, but it's interesting the shape of that out of bounds, how deep it was. Circle's edge. Oh. Yeah, if you can lock in that 35 to 40 foot range putt, your drives can be off, you know, your approaches may be a little off, but there's a confidence in your game that is really unheard of in most people's disc golf career. I mean, you look at some of the best players in the world, that's a range that they walk up to and have confidence on the men's and the women's side.
Agreed. That's what you want.
Good, confident putt. We finally find there for Henna. Eveliina to match.
First 2 birdies that we've seen, and it's the one that you definitely need.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you go away without this one, there's not a lot that can come.
Yeah, you're not finding much much green here at Tampere. That'll be par there for Anna-Sofia.
Ylämummo. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Uudistunut Ylämummo. Se on voittajan valinta. Kotipizzasta.
On to hole 6, par 3, 400 feet. This is going to be a max distance drive, trying to push as close as you can to this green that is heavily guarded. And you're going to try, I mean, realistically, you can see these players leak a little bit left, trying to get a look at the basket for birdie or even par.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to attack here, this being one of them if this can flex out.
This looks amazing.
Yeah, I mean, circle's edge that is phenomenal there from Eveliina.
And it's uphill just a little bit.
Yeah, and she does take that left side of this one tree, kind of eating off as much distance as she can.
That's going to play close to the OB.
Needs to sit down. It does say safe. Yeah, and most of the field here are just trying to get left and open up the easiest weights for your approach.
This looks really good.
Yeah. Wow,
Shovel,
putting
look
the
at the
distance,
basket.
yeah. Pushing almost pin high to that 400-foot mark. Distance display. Very smooth pull there for Anni. Yeah, puts her in that position, making the approach simple.
Yep, and just laying it up. Oh, sneaks right through the guardian trees.
And you can see that mud has dried up since the day before as we...
Just a little bit.
Yeah, we saw some of our players in round one just get really unlucky. Some very odd footing, but should be okay today. Yeah, pin high with the look
last
at it,
tree.
yeah. But there's some confidence going into that.
Yeah, for sure.
Being able to push that far down from circle's edge here.
Oh,
And just low for
you
Eveliina.
know she wanted that one.
That would have probably been one of the only birdies of the tournament. So we're going to see our players all with the look for par. Yeah, with so many trees on the green.
It's tough.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
I like it. I mean, because it makes it more difficult.
Yeah.
But, I mean, as a player, I don't know. I mean, it would make me frustrated that I can't get there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing with like I don't even know the chances, but, I mean, your probability of getting through is not very high.
No. And moving on to hole 7, par 3, 318, the probability of rolling down this hill is very high. But the play here is going to be a fairway driver or a mid-range aimed kind of midway up that steep hill and kind of nose up, being able to slide.
You just want to dump right into that hill and sit.
Yep.
Be able to have a look at the birdie and
find yourself up top. Yep. And sometimes that can be scarier if you're up top looking at it because
you know what's on the other side. But if you're confident, yes, I mean that's not just sitting if it goes past the basket or hits the basket. It's going for a ways.
Mm-hmm. And
Henna
a little bit left and short.
Yep, just short.
That's going to probably be a layup from there, yeah.
No doubt.
With her style putt, though, being that it is more of a push,
she could.
Maybe she has an advantage to have a look at it. If this turns, this is more the height that you want. But just a little bit short as well.
It's deceiving.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit uphill. So then you have the mound. This isn't a bad play.
Yeah, this can push up the hill. Yeah, and that's inside the circle. You're looking straight up at it. That's your best and safest look at a birdie putt. Yeah, as you can see, just the layup there from
Putting it
Anna-Sofia.
close. Yep, and Henna does the same thing.
Yeah, similar to the previous hole. I mean, a good 80-plus feet shorter, but it really depends on what side of the basket you're on. If you even have a chance, this needs to sit. It's not going to, though, as it rolls so far, 60, 70 feet away.
That is the unfortunate part of hitting the band or anything of this basket and it not going in.
Yeah, and the hope here is that this one does stick. Yep. It's all right. You can walk away knowing that.
Even Eveliina.
Oh, wow.
Didn't even go for it.
That's surprising after seeing, she has a 2-stroke lead, but with how close she is, it's just a confidence. You walk up to it, and either you're feeling it or you're not.
If myself, I'm not trying to compare it to this, but if I was playing it, I just want to dump it into the hill, and if I'm not inside circle, I'm not going for it.
Yeah, I mean, most players you're not going to. It's just the chances. I mean, especially I think if the shot would have stuck there,
yes,
Eveliina is running that.
Oh,
but because she just watched one roll away,
yes,
she's not.
Nope. And I mean, I don't know. It's a tough hole, even though it's so short. And not short is hole 8, par 3, 509 feet. And you're just trying to dump it as far as you can down the fairway and end up left. So you have a good approach to the green without worrying about the OB that is behind the basket. And
she slips.
Oh my gosh.
That back foot, that weight shift coming through, she catches the left side of the tee pad, as you can see.
That's going to be tough to get there in 2 shots.
Yeah, Henna knowing she has the ability to gain some advantage here. This is great. A lot of distance here.
Get left.
Getting that catch cam and turn around, and that's going to be a pretty textbook upshot and walking away with a par. Anna-Sofia taking more of the wide route, knowing distance isn't as needed, but it just it doesn't come back. And she finds the out of bounds. A little bit more height there, and she does come back. I mean, you can see she wasn't trying to work as far left. Is more just putting herself in a good position. But, that's unfortunate.
This is what you typically see most of the time. It's just leaking left, a little short, but in play to look at the green.
Yeah, not even leaking, just purposefully trying to go left. As this is going to be a serious scramble. Oh,
does that go OB? No.
Oh, no. And Eveliina finds the worst thing that could happen here.
The wind picked it up when it got back on its spine.
Yep, it skipped. That underside of the disc shows, and then it just flips out. And now, I mean, you're in a similar spot here to Anna-Sofia, where this is not an easy upshot.
Oh, no. With the OB behind.
And that's phenomenal, but that's good. You're going to see those. You're going to see OB behind, so in your mind, I cannot go long. So then you're going to go short, and then you're going to leave yourself with the circle's edge. Very difficult putt.
A really tested
bringing
putt.
that out of bounds back in.
Yep.
As this is the right decision here for Eveliina to go with this.
Yeah, I would definitely go with forehand.
It's
smash it into the green. Don't have to worry about the OB, and I thought that was going in.
Gosh.
We got the Coty Pizza slow-mo.
Yeah.
I thought that was going in the basket.
Round 1, she almost rung it up as well, but it would have been for birdie. This almost for par. She just knows the apex and the speed she needs to put behind that fairway driver, and it's a beautiful thing.
We haven't seen one yet, and I'm waiting for it. Still waiting. Oh, no.
Oh, it needs
this
to go
needs to
right.
get down. Get down. Shoo. Just before the OB.
Going to be outside circle putt. Hopefully she in front of the brush there. As we finally get to Henna's drive.
Go in.
Oh. Tickle in the bottom of the basket there. Just so close.
Playing the heartstrings.
Yeah. And that's the error there. Even when you do push it far enough, it gets short, and then you have a tester.
Go in.
Sit. Ooh. If we had heart rate monitors on right now, it's how close and out of bounds we're. Up, down. Just
3 shots there that almost rung it up.
We're very far from flatlining. We were all up over the place. Good putt there. Unfortunate double bogey for Anna-Sofia. Henna with the sole par here on 8. Ani with the single
par. You're taking so many strokes.
Yeah, back and forth. Let's move on to the shortest hole on the course, birdie or die, but not without difficulty. This hallway is wide, but it tends to have discs just pull towards it. This is 249 feet. This is a shot where you can disc up and maybe just have a little bit too much left to right movement, but if you disc down, it's very easy to put too much behind it and kind of lose control.
Her back foot slipped there. Did you see that?
Yeah, it did, but it doesn't affect it at all, putting her within 15. These tee pads, again, it's drying out definitely better than it was in round 1. But
still.
Yeah, we saw a lot of players in round 1 slip, especially the back foot was the big problem.
Oh, it gets through.
Hitting a little kicker ramp in the
gosh.
trees. CTP so far.
That was so lucky.
Not all planned. She was here earlier trying to find
She's like,
that
I'm
one,
going through there.
Yeah, trying to find that one branch that was angled correctly as we see the back foot slip again.
And unfortunate.
Yeah, it fights through.
Unlike her first round, she's not under the basket or the birdie, but she still has a look. It'll just have to be a step out.
This looks great from Anna-Sofia.
Just a little short, but still have a look for the birdie.
I mean, you go from the longest par 3 on the course to the shortest par 3 on the course. I mean, just low. But what a design. I mean, from going to throw your furthest driver as hard as you can to, hey, now you're going to disc down.
Yeah.
What a great putt. Her putt's been great so far. Great commitment. It's good weight shift through her legs and finding her first and only birdie on the front 9.
And another birdie here. We see a third one? Yeah, we do. And the only par is going to be for Eveliina. And Henna taking some strokes.
Yep.
Going into the back 9.
Right, picking up 3 strokes, I believe, on the front 9.
And she's only one. Evelina's one back, which is doable with what we have in the back 9 coming up.
Yeah, but definitely Eveliina showing that she is human, one of the best players in the world, her and Henna. But Eveliina, a couple of bogeys, a lot more bogeys than round 1. Let's check in with our leaderboard here. Again, it's Eveliina and Henna. But we do have, you jump to this 3rd through 6th spot. It's 1 and 2 strokes within, 10 to 11 spots.
Yep.
So it is a totally different type of battle, but it's still a battle going on.
Yeah, just wait for the back 9.
Yeah.
It's going to get crazy.
Yeah, we will see you there. Be sure to like and subscribe here at Gatekeeper Media. My name is Mitch Phillips.
I'm Hayden Riccard.
We have been giving you this commentary brought to you by Parked Podcast. Be sure to follow us on Instagram. Over there, we'd love to connect with you guys there. And we will see you for the round 2 back 9 real soon.